In our growing up days, why we had the little houses out behind the church, and in fact, we got to the point of crowdedness for a Sunday school room. We had a class in the furnace room.
I think they needed more room. Well, not we, but they built a loft. I don't know what you call it. It is not upstairs. It was about 100 people could sit on a bleacher upstairs, and then they decided they needed a church.
The Bible class stayed upstairs, and some classes went up to the belfry, and most of us went to the basement. And that's why this church originated. We outgrew our Sunday school room.
Well, my husband, I know, when they brought up the subject to build a new church, because the old one had so many steps up, my husband says, the church definitely has to be ground level. Well, some of the older fellows thought that the style was to have, and he said, we're all getting older. We don't need steps. All of them figured later on that was a blessing that we had made it ground level.
Mm-hmm. My husband was on the building committee. Yeah, there was many a meeting. In fact, I got committee meeting material at home yet.
Yeah, I was on the building committee, and everything went fine.
Well, when we built the new church, yes, very much involved in it.
Oh, it was wonderful. In fact, my sister-in-law, Annie Dickman, donated the land for the church.
They had to break ground first, and we had a single plow.
For the breaking of the ground, they used an old walking plow that we had.
And we had a rope on it and had the kids all pulling on it.
And he had an evener on the front of it, and then the children, like were the horses that pulled it through to break the ground.
And the rope broke, so we didn't get to plow any ground. And pretty near everybody turned out at that time.
That was the groundbreaking day, and I guess we're sitting on top of what we broke. It was cornfield at that time.
We didn't hire some rich guy to help build it, but we built it for $250,000, and we thought that was real good. Oh, we had 20 people working here sometimes, farmers that would work here, and they did a lot of work.
All the children took part in putting the cornerstone down. They had the whole Sunday school classes out there. We had pictures of it in the book.
Yeah, we got a cornerstone in and sealed. Don't know, I probably won't be around to see it open. I think in a year we probably were moved in.
It was, of course, dedicated in 1959.
The day of the last service, I remember the whole congregation coming out, and when the doors were closed, we sang "Praise God from whom all blessings flow."
It was an exciting day for everyone, I think, to think of the future.
I remember the day that we closed the doors on the old church. Reverend Sauer even cried, and it was very touching. But the choir was lined up on each side of the steps, the long steps going up into church, and we sang and all walked over here to the new church then.
And when this church was built, there was enough room for all 100+ members of Sunday school plus Bible class.